Former Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Nigerian economy, Kemi Adeosun, has called on the federal government to focus on increasing Nigeria's export rate. The former minister disclosed this at the launch of Women in Export Development Fund held in Abuja. She emphasized on the need to increase exports as crucial for Nigeria's economic growth, demystifying and expanding the country's export base to help reduce dependence on oil exports, create jobs, and increase foreign exchange earnings. Victoria Ayorinde brings us the details.
The Nigerian Export-Import Bank (NIGCOMSAT) has launched the Women in Export Development Fund, an initiative aimed at providing financial support to women entrepreneurs in Nigeria. This fund is designed to help women grow their businesses, increase their participation in international trade, and contribute to the country's economic growth. Present at the event is the former Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Nigerian economy, Kemi Adeosun, who called on the federal government and Nigerian women to focus on increasing Nigeria's export rate, as Nigeria's export rate is 9.2% only. Kemi said by implementing these strategies, Nigeria can increase its export rate, stimulate economic growth, and create new opportunities for businesses and individuals.
Reforms that the government is pursuing, especially around exchange rate, there's a huge opportunity to grow export. And Nigeria's exports as a percentage of GDP is actually lower than the peers. So that's a huge opportunity to grow exports. And I suggested that it might be worth having a focal person that drives export. So Nigeria's export to GDP is about 9.2. With the rebasing, it would likely go down. So if you then compare that to sort of Senegal, 23, Ghana in the 30s, South Africa, 32, it shows that actually it's not that we're importing too much, it's that we're exporting too little. So we need to look at the bottlenecks that are stopping us from exporting and exploit that opportunity, which is one of the key deliverables of the macroeconomic reforms that the government is pursuing.
To promote women's empowerment in Nigeria, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, NIGCOMSAT Bank, Abba Bello, revealed that as part of continued effort to support women, NIGCOMSAT Bank has developed a platform to recognize women's contributions to national development. The MD reiterated commitment to deepen women's empowerment.
There is a lot of talk about women empowerment, about bringing inclusion, women into the productive, if I may use that, sectors of the economy, to have them build capacity for themselves. Okay. If finance is the problem, we're going to do financing for women from all levels. We had a women and youth export fund, which a lot of women said it catered for women in the upper sectors of the economy. So today what we're doing, we're launching another one called the Women in Export Development Fund, where conditions are lower, as not as stringent as the ones that we had for export fund, Women and Youth Export Fund. And of course, you know, lending is at very concessional rates, 9%. So it's all geared to try and make, if women say funding is the problem, we're playing our part. And you heard SMEDA.
Also speaking, Stella Oketete, Executive Director of Business Development, NIGCOMSAT Bank, revealed that one of the key roles of NIGCOMSAT Bank is to secure access to finance for women in exports to grow Nigeria's export rate.
We are simplifying access to finance for women in exports, and that's the way to go. The current FX issues we have as a country has its gain and its pain, but the gain for Nigeria is to encourage more people into exports. And in exporting our produce, in exporting what we make as Nigerians, we are actually not just increasing our foreign earnings, but we're also creating jobs for our people, as well as creating visibility for our country across the world.
Stakeholders say women's participation in the economy will contribute to increased economic growth and development, reduce poverty, and improve living standards. Victoria Ayorinde for KAFTAN TV.